So this storytime video actually has to take place with the snowing that we had here in Texas. During this whole event, this weather event of us being snowed in here in Texas, I had the pleasure of having my brother, my sister-in-law, my nephews all stay here in the same house with us. We live a few towns over, a little down the ways, and I was grateful that we were able to have heat and water for them for the time being, because where they live, their power went out and they really didn't have no needs of comfort at all. So it was great having to have them here. But to get to the center of this story time, my sister-in-law was having some problems with digestion and she wasn't able to go. And when I say when she wasn't able to go, it's because she was dehydrated and she hadn't drank enough water. So, of course, naturally things were going to be stocked up, right? And so she confided in me and she asked me for help. And I was a little taken back because usually I don't have people ask me for help for stuff like that. But I saw it as an opportunity, as an invitation, in other words, and a test to see if I knew what I was doing or not. And the reason why I'll say a test is because I'm going to be honest with you, I totally guessed, I guess, subconsciously, unknowing that I knew the answer intuitively. So my mom, tried to give her some laxatives, but we noticed that the date was expired, and so that wasn't going to go well. And I didn't want her to get sick off of expired medication. And I told her, I said, look, if I give you anything, it's not going to be medication. It's not going to be a quick, simple fix. This is something that, would be more natural, right? So I either give you food or I give you a tea made from food. And I said, would you like to eat an apple? Because I know apples get the digestive system going. They cause a lot of gas and move things around. And she was like, no, I don't want to eat that. So I was like, okay, right? I said, I have oatmeal. I can make you some oatmeal really quick, and I know that can get things moving around. No, I'm not. She told me, no, I'm not really hungry. So then I was like, okay, so you haven't drinking water. You're not hungry. How about I make you a tea, right? She's like, oh, okay, that's simple. I guess she was thinking like something in a little tea bag, quick and simple. I said, no, I'm going to grab that apple that I was going to give you to eat, and I'm going to cut it up really good, and I'm going to boil it in a pot. And then, you know what? I see some cinnamon right there. I think I'm just going to put some cinnamon in there. So I did it. I made a little apple cinnamon tea. I put a little bit of sugar in there for sweetness. And then she drank it. And I kid you not, guys, within 30 minutes drinking that drink, she had to go. And literally, she beelined to the restroom. And I was like, oh my God, did it really work? I was in shock, right? And then she comes out and she's all grateful. She's like, I can't believe it worked. Oh my God, it really worked. Thank you, Mel. Thank you. And I was like, hey, you do know I guessed that, right? And she looked at me. She was like, what? I said, well, I didn't really know that could actually move your system around. And I said, let me go ahead and look it up on my phone. So I went to go Google it, apple cinnamon tea. Come to find out, it aids in digestion and helps alleviate any symptoms of constipation and can make the digestive tract move. The cinnamon and the apple works. I guess there's some sort of little reaction, I guess, with the medicine that these two things carry. Because, here we are with the fibrous fruit, and then we have a cinnamon, like an herb. So I was even more ecstatic to find out that that was actually a thing. Apple cinnamon tea helps with digestion. So she was even in shock because I told her, I said, dude, I just looked this up and this is actually something that's used for that. I had no idea. I just kind of guessed, and she was like, wow, as long as it worked, you know what I mean? But I found it really, really awesome. When I realized that I actually helped somebody in even just a really small way with my little kitchen witchy kind of ways, it made me reflect on my great grandma. See, my great grandma Chucha, she was a Virgo, and she had a whole bunch of plants, and she was the go-to person in my family for tea, like for different herbal remedies. And I lost sight of this as I got older because I got distracted, of course, from this world. But it made me reflect on how important our ancestral line is and what we come from and what we pass through in each life and what we pick up in each life. And I was so grateful to know that I just picked back up on the ancestral line. Like, I felt like I stepped right back in line just doing something so simple like that. You know? It felt amazing knowing I could help her while trusting my intuition and trusting my ancestors' wisdom to flow right through me. Now that was beautiful. And it gave me a really big realization that herbal medicine, at least in the smallest sense, is another one of my pathways. So I just want to say thank you to my great grandma and both of my grandmas, actually, both of my great grandmothers, for being like that, for always holding plant medicine close to their hearts. Thank you. So this is why it's so important to just take a deep breath whenever you're given a test, to listen to your intuition, because your mind will make you double guess, but your intuition is usually always and always will be your first answer. So I just wanted to share this moment with you guys. And I know I really don't make a lot of videos about this kind of stuff because I feel like great things should go unsaid. But in this case, I really felt just a strong need to share this with you because I feel, and I know there are people out there who are wondering, what in the world does ancestral wisdom mean, and how do you know when it comes up? Trust me, when it comes up in your life, you're gonna feel it wholeheartedly. There's not gonna be a doubt in knowing that this is your inner truth, your inner wisdom that you've been blessed to carry down the line. And it's your choice whether you want to continue to carry it. It's like being, like how I said, like with being a light bearer, being the torch carrier. You want to carry the wisdom, hold that torch, hold your ancestral wisdom, hold it high, and hold it with honor. And cherish it. Always hold it close to your heart and just cherish the fuck out of it. Anyway, I would love to hear if any of you ever had little experiences like this, where you first started uncovering your ancestral wisdom, and any little experiences you come with trusting your intuition. I would love to hear about it in the comments below. Go ahead and let me know. Okay? I'll talk to you later, Seekers. Bye.